Hey friends, it's Kari from the Alfred Homestead, and today my husband is going to show you how he makes his stump killer mixture so that your stumps don't regrow like this and become a gnarly mess. Let's get started.
You need diesel,
You don't
you got an empty container, the crossbow herbicide.
What is the empty container for?
Empty container is so that you can mix the crossbow herbicide and the diesel in. And you got a measuring cup to measure out some of the herbicide, and then just some empty containers. And I need a paintbrush. So we're gonna be making a 1-gallon mixture, which the crossbow instructions online, which we'll link all that stuff in the description, says for the stump treatment it's going to be 4 gallons of herbicide to 1 gallon or to 100 gallons of diesel. So that calculates down to about a little over 5 ounces of herbicide to 1 gallon of diesel, so which is about 2/3 cup. So this is a 1/3 cup, so we're going to do 2 of these. And here, that's a very good pour.
So it doesn't have to be exact?
No, not exact.
Alright, so now you've got your diesel.
Yeah, we're gonna just fill it up since this is a 1-gallon container and it's just an old chainsaw bar oil container. Just gonna put.
You just want like a thick plastic material.
Yeah.
Alright, so you're putting in about 1 gallon?
Yep, just gonna fill it pretty much all the way up because it's a gallon container, so we're just putting in a gallon of diesel. And we'll just shake it up.
And now, once you make this mixture, how long will it be good for before you have to use it up?
I don't think it'll go bad at all.
So you could just leave it in that container with the lid?
Yeah, you can pretty much leave it because diesel doesn't really go bad.
But you want to keep it out of the heat and everything.
Yeah, I would definitely keep it out of the heat in a cool place, just like all your fuels. And out of reach of children. Now we're just gonna shake it up. We got the gallon of diesel and the herbicide, the crossbow herbicide in there.
Yeah, literally the only time we use an herbicide.
Yeah.
So it's not going on our ground or anything like that. It's literally just going on the very top of the stump.
And then we just have these, pour a little bit in here and then use the paintbrush to apply it to the cambium layer of the tree. We're gonna go ahead and just do the top layer of the entire tree, but basically the cambium layer, which is the outer ring, is the only what you need to get. Alright, so first thing I'll go start up the chainsaw and then we're gonna cut the top layer off because you need to have a nice fresh wet layer. And these trees we cut down probably 4 to 5 months ago, so they're already pretty healed up. So this is going to be a lot fresher and wetter. It's going to actually soak up all the herbicide. And this is the cambium layer, the outside layer right here is what we're mainly trying to put on. So this isn't going to soak up as much of the herbicide because it's already calloused over and healed, whereas that's going to be fresh and start soaking up pretty much all of it. We're just going to pour a little diesel or the diesel herbicide mixture into this container, this milk jug container that I cut in half, and then I'll dip the paintbrush in it and then treat the tree stump with it. The reason we're doing this is because we're not going to be taking out these stumps right now, and it's more cost effective to just leave them and kill the stump with this mixture, and then come back in a few years after the roots have rotted out and just push them over with either a skid steer bucket or a dozer or some type of heavy equipment can just push them right over. So you can see how it's soaking in really, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it's soaking in really well, really quick since we cut the new layer. Again, another reason we're leaving the stumps, the tree so high, is so that we can come in with a bucket later and it'll be a lot easier to push over the stumps. Instead of having one at the ground, you have to dig more of it up. Whereas if you leave it higher like this, you can just come in and push it over.
So about 2 feet, you'd say, 2 to 3
Yeah, I mean,
feet?
the higher you can get it, the better. As high as your bucket will go, you're going to get more leverage on it. We're trying to create, more of a silver pasture so that we can get some animals in here to graze, some future grazing animals. And so this is why we're doing that. You can see we're leaving some trees. We'll leave some of the bigger oak species and hardwood species in here. But we left some persimmons. We do have some American persimmons that we're growing naturally here. So we're only doing it for like your oak species and some of the other species. Your evergreens, such as the cedar, you don't have to do the stump killer mixture for it because they won't regrow back after you cut them to begin with. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Hope that video was informative. If you have any questions, comments, put them in the comment below. And if you guys have any ideas on how we can clear out these stumps a little bit quicker, let us know. We're always open to new ideas. Thank you guys.